Podcast Network. This is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
I'm here with B Thompson, and I'm here with Marie Chastain, who's the executive director of Carmel Symphony Orchestra. And y'all are doing something I think is so cool when we are blending music together and having guests come and join the symphony. Okay, so if you don't know, if you're like, I recognized him, I don't know, he looks kind of familiar. America's Got Talent. If you didn't know, you performed on that show and showed your saxophone skills. And now I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and he's like, you look familiar, and I'm like, you look familiar too. And I'm like, were you at the Roots picnic performing with Babyface? You've been touring with Babyface. How exciting is that?
Yeah, it's incredible. He's also from Indianapolis, so it just feels good to be up under someone who's another Indianapolis legend. So, you know.
Absolutely. Anne-Marie, what is it like to get a talent like B Thompson to come and perform with the symphony?
Yeah, really exciting. We've got a performance this Friday for the Jazz Festival, and to have B Thompson be our special guest is quite the honor. Very exciting.
That is so cool. How do you feel about it?
I look forward to it. You know, the Palladium is a beautiful venue, and I've seen many of my heroes there. I've seen Kenny G there. I've seen Brian Culbertson there. So a lot of my favorite musicians that I grew up. So it feels amazing just to be on that same stage and to share an opportunity and to open up for Antonia Bennett. You know
that's not a big deal or anything.
Oh, that's incredible.
So how does that work? How do you get a guest artist like this to come in with the symphony? Because they're already a group, they're already kind of together and do their thing. How does that combination or combo or collaboration work, rather?
Yeah, sure. So the Carmel Symphony Orchestra, part of what we're really doing in the community is bringing partners like B Thompson from Indianapolis to come and do things a little bit out of the ordinary with the symphony. So we love all the traditional orchestral, but we love the R&B and the jazz, and just being a part of our local culture and our national stars. So
you are so like you're just so like humble. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, does he even realize his credentials and all the things that he's been able to do? What is it like to get to work with somebody who is an artist who's with one of the biggest? I mean, literally, you tour Babyface, and Babyface is R&B. Like, he is every R&B song. If you didn't know that he didn't sing it, he definitely wrote it. You know?
Absolutely. On the way here, I'm sitting here listening to Snooze by SZA on 106.7. I'm thinking to myself in my head, like, man, I worked with the guy who wrote on this song. and so it's an incredible feat. You know,
there's some of you there playing on America's Got Talent. What is that like to play in front of Simon Cowell? Because Cowell rhymes with scowl. He always has this like hard look on his face. So not only are you playing in front of, millions of people, the entire country, but you're in front of this guy who's like,
Well, it makes me want to work harder, because I'm not a huge fan of competitions, but, when I grew up watching American Idol, as we all did, and, you see how tough Simon can be on people, so, that's nerve-wracking at times. But what I will say is that it makes me feel like I should, tap into more, because he didn't say that I wasn't good, but he wanted more. And then in my mind, I'm like, well, what more can I give? And it makes me go back to the drawing board as an artist to always be innovative and always to be progressive in my artistry. So I think that's a good thing to learn, a good constructive criticism.
Oh, let's talk about your CD, POV.
Yes.
So that stands for point of view. Is there a specific reason why you picked POV?
Well, I was shuffling through names, and then I was chatting with my manager, and I was like, I think I want to change the name of it to POV, because I said, this is music from my point of view. Some of the songs are years old, some were recorded just for that project, so it's an amalgamation of different styles, and I said, this is how I see music right now. It's a small independent project that we pushed out there as best we could, so it meant a lot to me to share people with this is how I see music. This is the point of view of music that I have.
I think it's really cool too, because you represent something that people don't often see all the time. Like, you're here, like, y'all don't know if y'all can see it because of the banner on the bottom here, but he has his J's on, like.
I actually bought these here for All-Star Weekend.
Oh,
All-Star back in February.
They're fire, but for kids to see, like, okay, this is not what the only people who make music only look like this, or they only act like this, or this is how you're supposed to be if you get into this space and you're good at that. What is it like for parents to say, hey, look at him. He's playing the saxophone. He's doing his thing. You could do it too. Go ahead and join the band.
Well, no, I'm super passionate about that because, I want, young musicians, I've been blessed to build a good following online for people all over the world, in Africa, the Philippines, and they see, a lot about music is also also optics, how we look as artists and how we perform. So I'm glad that I can inspire young kids and people across the country, across the world, because I want them to see that, this is something that's sustainable. I can do this until I'm 80 years old, and it's cool. It's not anything that is cheap and cheesy. It's not like you're telling your kids, well, you got to go to soccer practice and this, like, it's just like, hey, you love it, you're passionate about it, and it's a rewarding career, So I want it to look very, very nice. I don't want it to seem like it's something where, we did a show yesterday, and this kid is in the front seat, and he's just like, you're like, there's more out there, And then once we got to the height of the show, and then now he's all paying attention and everything. So
interested, chimed in, checked in, yeah.
So we want to make it interesting for everyone.
Well, I think that'll be amazing. So a very interesting event happening August 9th. Tickets are still available, that's right. Okay, Anne Marie. It's going to be a good time, so you got to go. I mean, obviously, like, jazz is the dad of all the music that we like now. So I know you're going to put on amazing performance, and it's going to be a great collaboration with the symphony.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Life